lovey.
Hi.
You alright?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Did you have a good day Sunday?
Acorn? Yeah, I did.
Are you Abby Horn Love? I am Abby Horn Love. Yes.
Been with Sophie.
I've taken my hearing aids out because I've had my shower, so I can't really hear you properly.
Brian's gardening hat. I keep forgetting to wear it sometimes when gardening. I managed to remember it this time. So how have you been?
Fine.
Better than 1 o'clock this time.
Yes, lot better. I've got you some tea.
And before 11 o'clock this time as well.
Yeah.
Well, 10 minutes before 11 anyway.
I've got you some tea.
And
I don't know whether you want to have it down here or whether you want to take it up to bed like you did last time.
it was great. It was a great Acorn.
Hmm?
It was great Acorn. There was a lot more. There's a lot more action this time with military vehicles than aircraft.
Yeah, but no Lancaster,
No, there wasn't this time. No.
no Red Arrows,
Oh, they're not flying this year.
no.
They're doing a US tour. But I can. I got one of those. You know those big camping bags you can take with you.
Sorry?
Those big rucksacks you can take with you. You can take tents and stuff in it.
Yeah.
I got one. It belonged to a World War II soldier, and his name was written on a black mark on the back of it, very faintly. The name Godfrey. Reminds me from Dad's army, of course. I got it for £10. Those about six. They can be about £50 or £40. Those bags. They're a lot of money.
What are you going to put in it?
I can tell you my tent and stuff.
Right.
This year was particularly special because it was the 10-year anniversary of the show. They had a Spitfire flying, but that was it. The code
There was something else Mummy said, didn't she? Wasn't there a mosquito or something?
they had more airplanes flying and just a Spitfire.
Oh right, just a Spitfire.
They had one of these ones. They had one of these at the show. I got a model of it.
What's that then? What's that
It's a
called?
World War II German. It's called a half track. So it's basically like a half tank with tracks in it, and half truck with the wheels at the front.
Is that a model you're going to make up?
Yes, but I want to check it out first, just to see. I can probably do a little bit of it, but
Well, the thing is, what tonight you mean?
maybe I'm not sure yet.
The thing is, you know what you're like. You start something
I know.
and you won't go to bed until it's finished. And you've got to be up early in the morning. Oh, that's nice.
That's one of those Ledo models. It's got Days Gone Collectors Club on it.
Mm.
Just-
You bought all these there, did you?
There for tomorrow night.
Mm.
Trains. Proper shot sign. Might take me tomorrow evening. This I got from the club free last week. And what I've done is I've repainted the whole thing up myself. The whole thing.
Right.
And look how nice, how well detailed
Yeah.
I've made it become.
Yeah.
It's a guard's van. Goes at the rear of the train.
Right.
That's a proper shop sign. I got a couple of years ago. I spent £30 this weekend. Grandad would love those. He really would. Well, he would love all this. He would.
Mm.
These are commemorative cards.
They're birthday cards.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I like to keep them as a souvenir.
Yeah.
Dam Busters.
Yeah.
And somewhere in the British countryside with windmill and that. You got the Lancaster, Spitfire, and Hurricane and something else at the back.
That might not be in the British countryside.
Or France.
It could have been Holland.
Or that.
Let's have a look, see if it says what it says.
This I got for £1 from the same seller who sold the bag. I see that on documentaries.
Right. Well, I
Um,
don't think you should start anything tonight.
well, Sophie's busy tomorrow evening, so I can chill whenever tomorrow evening with you properly. Is that one badge at the bottom? Yes, it is. Does it say who the artist is by, or the destination where it's supposed to be?
This is Norfolk.
Norfolk is somewhere Lancashire, I think, in the UK.
Norfolk's.
Yeah, Norfolk's near Thetford, I think.
Norfolk is sort of like above Kent.
You don't know by chance an old model maker's called Dinky's Toys, do you?
Sorry?
Dinky's Toys are very vintage.
Yeah.
Old Meccano.
Yeah.
It's an old
At one
N-gauge
time,
coach.
that's all you could get was Dinky Toys.
In the olden days.
Yeah.
Yeah. That came before any of this sort of thing. And this also got from the same seller, from where I got the bag and the DVD from. This, I don't know how old it is. Even he doesn't know. A First World War book full of old
Blimey.
full of old pictures and that. Got it for £1. First World War, 1914 up to 1918. That's volume 1, so there was more than one. It's proper old.
I've got some nice books upstairs for you that were Grandad's. And it's each book is a year of the war from 1940 to 45 or 1939 to 45. There's 6 books up there. And they're all pictures. Mm.
Death at the Crossroads.
Mm.
I'm sure I've heard of that, the Crossroads. I think that's a very familiar name. First World War, as I know, they didn't have helmets. They just had hats.
Mm.
I wore this weekend.
What's that?
That's our museum badge.
Oh,
I wore it the weekend.
did you wear your uniform?
Not this year. No, I wore my British Royal British Legion one. Okay, it's 75 years this year since D-Day and all that. Of course, I wore a poppy as well.
Pretty hefty volume, this.
I don't know how.
Have you been carrying this around with you all day?
No, the whole evening. Just the evening. Nothing else. It's definitely quite an old book, this.
Yes. I mean, you never know. In a year's time, it might be worth a
Few pound,
Yeah.
this book. This is volume 1, so...
eventually, that all these books will disappear because people will... I know it's awful, but people will forget the war. Smells nice, doesn't it?
Oh, smell.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love the paper.
Those are battleship guns.
Mm.
There's a new program I've been watching called Combat Dealers on Documentaries. So I don't know if you heard about it. They're like Wheeler Dealers, but he does all military stuff, and he's even sold something like that.
Surely you're not going to carry this around with you.
No, I'll keep all this stuff here till I get back after work. Yeah. All that for £30 on Sunday. And that was £5. I don't know, it's the 10th anniversary this year of the show.
So you had a good day Sunday. You were lucky with the weather, weren't you?
It didn't come with glue, so I found some glue for it. But that's the size of it. There's the body, look, and there's the tracks.
So it looks quite complicated. So I shouldn't start it tonight, Jordan, because you need to get to bed quite early because of getting up early in the morning.
There's always at the club or tomorrow evening. Obviously, it depends what time I come back here, though.
Yeah. I know what you're like. Once you start something, you don't like to leave it.
Well, something like that, I would have to, because I've never made. It's like Airfix, that sort of model, but it's an old model though. He let me have it. He put it for £5. It's really cheap for an ordinary model. I think for a model like that, it's like Airfix, but it's something similar. It's like we've made the Lancaster with Grandad. Tiny little pieces.
You're going to take your tea up to bed with you like you did last time.
Well, that was 1 o'clock in the morning though.
Eh?
That was 1 o'clock in the morning. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well,
This is different.
It's 11 now, isn't it?
Well. How's Kira been?
She's not been eating today. She was sick this morning and she hasn't eaten her dinner today at all. She's gone upstairs. I don't know whether she's gone up onto your bed. Hope not, because I made it all up clean yesterday. You've actually got a duvet cover on your duvet now.
Yeah, I think that's my very first dinky toy I've got.
They used to be all dinky toys. I mean, when you were tiny, you used to line all your dinky cars up in a line in the hallway. Your hallway, you had enough dinky toys to go from the front door up to the stairs. And you used to line them all up in a line. All dinky toys.
Well, Dad has got that old big green Meccano digger, which he let me have. And that'd be worth some money now. Even my old Robot Wars and figures and stuff.
They're only worth money if they're in the original boxes now. If they're
stuff like that.
Brand new and in their original boxes. That's the only time that you can make money on them now.
I'm not sure if they still do these leather models, these ones. There's quite a few. Well, it is a box set. That's probably the cheapest DVD I probably ever got. I say got it for £1. All in colour, that is. And it has been on TV, that is. World War II in colour.
I've got Super Vets on there for you. Not Super Vet, Super Truckers or something, isn't it?
How do you search?
Go onto my shows. Onto my shows. There you are. Now, Super Truckers. There's 7 versions of them. And seven lots have come on.
I'll quickly show you what this combat dealers thing is.
Morning, my name's Bruce Thompson, and you might know me from the show Combat Dealers, but I do like to refer to myself as Good Looking Bruce. Now I'm here today at the Tank Museum at Boddington on their fantastic weekend of Tank Fest, and it's been an honour and a pleasure to be involved
Hasn't he done
with
something
Boddington for many
else?
years. But they
I'm not sure.
Come down to see if
He's
I
been
could
doing
pick
this-
out
Face
and
looks
talk
familiar.
about my 5 top
You could mistake him for
here today.
Brendan from Coast Trip.
Number 5, the iconic Sherman, the M4. For me, since I was
I saw one of those. They had one of those tanks at Headcorn this week, and they're massive. They are.
About the Allies. What's even better on this particular model, this was upgraded to a firefighter. Us clever Brits obviously knew that we were going to have trouble taking on some of these German monsters. So we took the initiative and we upgraded the gun to a 17-pounder. One of the only things
I've always wanted to go to the Tank Museum.
against the
That's near where Monkey World is, like down the road from it.
Yes, of course it did. It had its
Things like
flaws.
Dorset or something like that, I
It
think.
was mass-produced, and people worked on the assumption that there was quantity over quality. But the people that drove these things, and I've met many of them, loved it. These things
Have you
were
had anything
home
to eat
upon home.
today?
They were very vulnerable. because of their
I
price.
had lunch,
But
so
ultimately, they could do the job. And with the ability of the 17-pounder, which was on the British Firefly, it made it an absolutely awesome gun and tank to be in. Now this thing, as I've just said, could take
Try and
on anything
restrict
the Germans
yourself
throw
to
at
one
it.
drink
And because of the vast quantity
before you go
and the
to bed.
train crews and the ability and the experience of our guys, we were a real objection to those Germans coming towards us. And this thing could take them on. It's one of the things that was made in their hundreds of thousands. But again, I'm very fortunate. I actually have one of these in our collection, and it's an absolute dream. If you have
So he buys and sells these things, does he, this man? If
yeah,
if he's
like
if
we
he's a
did.
dealer,
like wheeler dealers, but he only sells and buys military old World War II First World War kit.
Nanny already told me you went to Brighton. Did you have a good time?
Brighton?
She said you'd gone to Brighton somewhere.
No, she must have been mistaken.
Hmm?
Sophie went to Brighton for a day trip with the youth club, but I lost my things, so I couldn't go.
60,000 square kilometres larger than the UK, with a population of just over 5 million. In fact, this is the most sparsely populated country in the EU. Mate, you bring me to the
This man on the left here, he helps him with his money and that.
Look at the place. 3/4 of Finland is trees. That's like the whole of the UK covered in forest. Otherwise, there's not a lot stretching right up into the Arctic Circle. I need to bag Sue a belated birthday present, but there's not much in the way of shops here. The fabled hoard of military treasure we've been told about is apparently out in the wilds of Finland. On the way, we're dropping into a military mad collector I've heard of called Rami. After 20 years in the military, Rami now hunts down and sells finished military gear used in one of the most incredible clashes of World War II. Rami, hello. Hello, mate. Peace, mate. Hello. I've been very fortunate over the years to be involved in quite.
He's got warehouses full of the stuff.
There was a
He's based in Sussex somewhere.
there was a program called Country File on Sunday, and they visited the last prisoner of war camp in this country.
But the more recent one is the
ones where we used to keep the Germans
and I had a hell of a
in
lot
this
of
country.
basically
And all the
vehicles.
huts that they used to live in have all been turned into little factories and little businesses.
And this past week, I found a little, there's a little painting tables, folding tables for wallpapering.
Mm.
I came across one of those recently, me condition. I had this idea in my head of a little N-gauge layout I can take in a folding table with it inside. So I can actually run these little N-gauge trains, which I've got in this bag. And
Where did you get that then?
I found it near Sophie's place.
You found it where?
Near Sophie's place.
So how did you get it home on the bus?
Somehow I managed to get it on the bus. I had to stand with it in the pushchair bit. And it's probably about the length of...
Probably about the length of my dining room table when it's opened.
It's about the length of to here and to here.
Mm.
It's about the length of that. It's quite big. About this when the two halves are close together, it's about that wide.
So where are you going to put it?
Keep it in the shed with my bike.
Oh, right.
And what's that? Oh, it's that Royal Treasure Hunt thing I've heard about.
Mm.
Possibly win 50 grand. That'll be a dream and a half, I tell you. And
You going to eat your tea?